6-1. Name me a team at their best who can beat these dudes. When they're at the best, it's impossible.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
I am putting Sevilla's badge into the Brick Academy. We're going to start them off in Class C and see how they move forward. Barcelona have won 2 trebles. I don't know whether there is another club who can say that. I just wanted to put that out there because I think that's a very important fact to put out, that they've won 2 trebles under Messi's watch. I don't know who else in this team also has Piqué as well. But it's only Piqué. When I said my preview, I was, on the mindset that I know that Barcelona, when they play well, oh my gosh, they can play well. They can do their thing, But I did say, if you're going for a treble, you have to be smart. If you can't win that treble, because if you know that you can't win the treble, then you're not going to now make priorities. And I feel a priority for Barcelona is the Champions League. So it will go, if it was going on order, Champions League, La Liga, Copa del Rey, if you can't win the treble. So that is how it would operate in a hierarchy. This was a beatdown. This was a serious beatdown. I don't have because I have the half of terms for me. This was a beatdown. This was a deconstruction. I mean, they devalued Sevilla's badge. They devalued their badge. Their badge has now gone down in stock. How Barcelona can do this to a team, because you have to understand, to beat a team so bad like this, to literally strip them butt naked and spank the living hell out of them in public, knowing that you were 2-0 down. I feel people should be afraid. I think that this is a performance that they did it without the ooze. They did it without the ooze. Sevilla are one of the top teams in La Liga this season. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? Sevilla, one of the top teams this season, they were winning 2-0 up. They decided that, hey man, you know what? Let's just miss the penalty just for a laugh. And Barcelona got that ass. 6-1. 6-1. And that is why this team is so fit. See, because this is why I said that these dudes are my favorites for the Champions League. Because I had my doubts, because again, they could give you a 6-1 that they can lose to a Leganes 2-1 or 2-0. They can just not have it clicking. But when this team clicks, when Barcelona click with Messi, you don't beat them. It's as simple as that. So I think Valverde, he will come away thinking that if we can get the movement, the touch, the possession, the intensity, the angles, the spacing, the structure, Messi is in his flow, he's in his elements, and he's connecting well with Alba, with the Ooze, with Suarez, with all of these boys. When we are in our elements, we cannot be beaten. Simple as that. There is no team. Please name me a team at their best who can beat these dudes. When they're at their best, it's impossible. It's impossible. So all Valverde has, it's as simple as Valverde, all you have to do, your job is actually pretty easy. Think about it, your job is easy. You don't need to look at tape. You don't need to research the opposition. You don't need to tweak your tactics in relation to the opposition you're playing. All you need to do is on that training pitch, in that dressing room, before the game is, let's do our game right. Let's make our game right. Let's be sharp. Let's be smart. Focus on our rhythm. Make sure that everything that we've done in training is to the best of our ability. If we do that, we can't lose. We can't lose, So this looks like, I told you, guys were on me. I said, in all my other videos, guys were like Barcelona, Sevilla, talking about Barcelona, Sevilla. And look, I mean, the penalty miss was a turning point. But even if Sevilla had scored that penalty, I still think that they get beat down. I still think that they'd get punched in the mouth. You know? I still think that they'd get punched in the mouth because, I mean, it's like, because if you're Sevilla, like that, I mean, this is a mental breakdown. Like you have to go into rehab to get beat. Because remember, just to go into the game 2-0 up and just to get slacked 6-1. I mean, you know what? That's real. You know, that is very, very real, and that's very realistic, you know. So, but let's go back to the points I made before. Can Barcelona win this treble? I mean, let me say this right now. I don't just want to put this out there. If Messi delivers a third treble of his career, we're going to have a discussion. That's what I'm saying. I'm not opening him up to a horseman or anything, but I'm willing to entertain just a discussion. Just a discussion, because if Messi leads this team, because remember, the team is on points. Rakitic, that was a nice G from Rakitic and so forth. The team is on points, and it is a team game, and everybody is contributing. But Messi is the conductor. He is the puppeteer. He's the orchestrator. You know, and the thing about it is that if you look at the other two trebles, Messi played a big role, but not as big a role as he did. Like in the first treble, I mean, my lord, you had peak Xavi, peak Iniesta, you had flipping Puyol, you had Henry, you had Etso. Messi was just a very important aspect. In the second treble, best front three of all time. Best front three of all time, club was. I mean, you had Neymar and Suarez. Remember, this was peak Suarez, and this was still a very good Neymar. So that front three was, you know, look, you had a great front three. This right now is no longer peak Suarez. You got a young Us. No Xavi, no Iniesta, no Puyol. This team, see, because I think that's what people, it's like the best squad that Barcelona had was for the first treble. You could argue this squad is better than the second treble squad, but the second treble just had that front three, which is the most fearsome front three club football has ever seen, and arguably one of the most fearsome front three world football has ever seen. I'm still riding with Ronaldo, Romario, and Rivaldo. Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and Ronaldinho as the best front three of all time. But it can rival it. So I'm just saying that with what Messi has to deal with within the squad and how much he's having to do, I mean, if he delivers this thing in treble, it's because, I mean, and I think somebody actually sent me this video on Twitter, which is like, you know, Messi's interview. Like, I think he had like an interview after the game. And he said that we are Barcelona, and Barcelona are a club that tries to win everything. And we will never forgo a trophy. Because in my preview, I said, there's no harm, no foul. There is no shame in saying, all right, you know, let's just put this Copa del Rey to rest. Let's focus our strengths on maintaining a lead in the league and trying to get this CL. Because again, as you said, you know, the CL is your priority. You want to bring the CL back to the capital. But I think, you know, after he said that, like, there was, you know, there was just like a bit of right saying, which is obviously the saying, Més que un club, or Más que un club, I'm not sure how you say it. More than a club. More than a club. And I think even if you're not a Barcelona supporter, You hate Barcelona. I say, oh yeah, okay, Messi's overrated. Let's say you like a Christina fan, but oh my gosh, Messi's overrated is bad. In the privacy of your home, when all the doors are shut and you sit back, you have to look at this team. Because again, I told you, I hated that tiki-taka team. I hated them. They're annoying me. But you've got to just look back at this team and you have to marvel and admire what they're about and what they've done and their psychology. Because Messi and what he's done for Barcelona, this is going to be historic. As in, he is going to be in a very unique place in history of what this guy has done and how he has revolutionized attacking football. Because this is a team where they can be 4-0. The miracle of the fucking Camp Nou, bro. This is a team where they can be 4-0 down, 3-0 down, 2-0 down. It doesn't matter. They know that. And I don't know whether there's been any team in history that has had that kind of flex where, fine, go 3-0 up. As long as we have another game, win 4-0, win 3-0, we're going to score more goals than you. Because we just have this belief that we will beat you. Based on what we know that we have to do, we will raise our game and raise our level and we will beat you. We will score more goals than you. Do we need to score 5? We'll score 5. Do we need 6? We'll score 6. Do we need 7? We'll give you 9. That's scary. And I'm not sure whether there's been any team in history who's been able to do that kind of flex. And that's what I'm saying. Say it again, man. Told you, man, I'm what was it? Well, we're pretty much in the month of the CL. Pretty much, which is where basically the football court goes like a higher level slightly during the CL. That's what we raise levels just slightly higher because that's when it gets real. No offense to La Liga, Premier League, or anything, but Champions League is when things get slightly real because I'm bringing back no excuses. Because people told me I'm bringing back no excuses. So if these dudes, if they win a third treble, thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.